Welcome to part 2 of more on linear equations. So recall from last time we talked about horizontal and vertical lines. Now, horizontal lines, are looking like this and have the equation y equals number. They also always have a y-intercept at that number. Now, vertical lines, on the other hand, look like this. They have an equation x equals number. And because they're vertical, they always have a y-intercept. So this x equals -1 is going to be a vertical line that has the x-intercept -1, 0. So -1, 0 is the x-intercept there, and we know this is a vertical line. So you draw it on there right there. Now, f of x equals 3. Now remember, f of x is our y, so this is like a y equals 3. Y equaling 3, that is going to be a horizontal line. And every horizontal line has a y-intercept, so plot our y-intercept, 0, 3. And it looks just like that. Okay. So, moving to this next one, we're going to write the slope-intercept form and then graph the lines using the slopes and the intercept. So, we'll first graph the line and then we'll write the equation. So, if this has y-intercept 0, 1, we can plot this point right here, 0, 1. We can use slope in the context of rise over run. So, to find the next point, go up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then over 1, 2. So we've gone up 5 and over 2. Now, we started at 0, 1. If we've gone to the right 2 from 0, that's going to be 2. If we've gone up 5 from 1, that's going to be 6. So this ordered pair up here is the ordered pair 2, 6. But we found our y-intercept, went up 5 from 1 to 6. So our y-coordinate 6. We're at 0, went over 2 to 2. Found our second point, and then we can grab this line. So that we're right there. Now, if we're trying to write the equation of this, we can write it as a function, f of x equals mx plus b. So this is our m, this is our b, plugging those in. F of x equals 5 halves x plus 1. Or we can use that y equals the non-function notation, 5 halves x plus 1. So that's that right here. Now, the second one right here, we need to get this into that slope-intercept form of the line. Now notice, we haven't isolated the f of x, which would really be kind of like a 3y. So in order to get rid of the 3, just like we do with the y, when we have a 3y, we divide by 3, but we divide everything by 3. So, dividing everything by 3, we get f of x equals 5/3 x minus 2. And, so our 5/3 we get from here. -6 divided by 3 is -2. So we have f of x equals 5/3 x minus 2. So that tells us that the intercept is 0, -2. Now that we have that in our slope-intercept form of the line. So plot that. 0, -2. Then slope is 5/3, so we can go up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over 3. 1, 2, 3. That gives us this point right here. Now, once we have those 2 points, we can draw the line through it. Now, if we're wondering what this point is, think. We went from 0, -2. So we started with x equals 0. Because our run was 3, we went over 3, so it's 3, comma something. Additionally, we started at -2 and went up 5. So if we went up 5, that's going to go to 3. So that second ordered pair was really the ordered pair 3, 3. And we're through that. So looking at this next one right here, we have it in that y equals -3/5 x plus 1. It's in that slope-intercept form. So we know that the y-intercept is 0, 1. That's good. We know the slope m equals -3/5. So we can plot our point, 0, 1. Label that, 0, 1. And then we can find another point. Now, -3/5, we can make the top negative, so our rise, we're going down, or we can make the bottom negative, so we're going to the left, but we don't make both those negative, because negative divided by negative is positive. So I'm just going to say this -3/5 is a -3/5. So that means I'm going to go down 3, 1, 2, 3, and over 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's our point. Draw the line that goes through those. Now, the only other question would be is, what is this point right here? Well, think about it. If we started at 0, 1, we went to the right 5. So we started at 0, went 5. so that x-coordinate has to be 5. We started at 1 and went down 3, so the y-coordinate's -2, so that point in fact is 5, -2. Now the last one we have right here is in function notation, and the f of x, or the y, is essentially not isolated, so we need to get that all alone. So, go ahead and do it down here. We have some space. So if we have 2x minus f of x equals 5. First thing we want to do is get the fx alone, so we're going to f of x alone, so we subtract 2x from both sides. So we get cancellation here. So we get a negative f of x. Now these aren't like terms, so we have equals negative 2x plus 5. And then to get rid of the negative, we need to divide everything by -1. So when we do that, these cancel here, giving us f of x equals negative 2 divided by -1 is 2, so we have a 2, and I'll say it's 2 over 1 x. So when we think about it as rise over run, we know we're rising 2 and running 1. And then positive 5 divided by -1 is -5. So this tells us our y-intercept is going to be at 0, -5. 2, 3, 4, 5. So 0, -5. With the slope being 2 over 1, we're going to go up 2 over 1. Draw the line that goes through it. Now this point right here, if we are at -5 and went up 2, we're going to be at -3 as a y-coordinate. If we start at 0, 1 over 1, we're going to be at 1. So that's the ordered pair right there. So hopefully that kind of tied together some of the things with slope, intercept, how we use these things to graph lines, and the slope-intercept form of the line.